Hi, my name is Rali Abdullahi, and today I'll be presenting to you a topic that deals with my field of studies. I'm studying early childhood education at the Algonquin College program. My topic deals with a sad reality, nonetheless a reality, and that is the effects of war on children. I'll be focusing on three main areas: the psychological, the emotional, and the social effects of war on children. With knowledge comes power. If we can better understand what happens to a child and what happens in their mind, then we can develop and provide better support system as well as the love and the care that they need for them to go back to normality in their lives and continue their development in a healthy, positive way. Let us begin. In normal circumstances, what does the life of a child look like? A child is supposed to be happy, smiling, enjoying life. A child is not expected to experience anxiety, nor be distressed or depressed. A child thrives off a healthy diet, routine, and healthy relationships. And the child seeks safety and security through parental care and presence. Unfortunately, war deprives them of that. What was once a right now becomes a privilege. What happens psychologically to a child experiencing war? Excuse me. It is proven that older children better understand and unfortunately suffer more than younger children because of their cognitive development. Also, children who suddenly find themselves in the conflict find it harder to adapt to their circumstances as opposed to those who were born in it. A research was done on 38 children ages 5 to 12, and they found that 61% of them experienced suicidal thoughts months after the event. And they also found that 37% of them displayed symptoms of major depressive disorder. What happens emotionally? During war, children are more likely to be separated from their family members and caregivers. This separation uproots the very first emotional attachment in their lives. Children under the age of 2 find it harder when they lose a mother than a father. Nonetheless, the loss of a father has been linked to developing an overdependent behavior, and exposure to traumatic scenes over some length of time or even a short amount of time has led to some children to become emotionally frozen and unresponsive. What are the social effects of war on children? Well, the children suddenly are scared of people. They don't want to trust anybody. And in most circumstances, they are prevented from school out of fear of encountering danger. Sometimes they are forced to stay home and take care of their siblings while their parents look for milk or look for food or some kind of employment. And unfortunately, sometimes these kids are forced into the labor force to help make ends meet. And very sad circumstances, it's happening more often. Children are forced into the conflict, and they live in poverty, displacement, and uncertainty. Now, the following symptoms, number one, are not part of the developmental milestones that children experience. Also, they signify that there's a problem, and they are detrimental in the long run if not dealt with immediately and quickly. Psychological effects of war would include bedwetting, nightmares, thumb-sucking, depression, introversion, and avoidance from possible triggers such as places, people, or faces. Emotional effects of war would include an overdependent behavior, temper tantrums, fear, anxiety, mistrust, and aggressive behavior. Social effects of war on children would include isolation, desire to be left alone, again, an aggressive behavior, non-compliance, and fear of strangers. This is a sad reality, but like I said earlier, if we can understand what happens in the mind of a child, then we can develop the support that they need and the care that they need in a more structural way so that they can come back to some sort of normality in their lives and that they can get back on the path of a healthy development. Thank you for your time, and I hope you benefited from this research that I have made. And thank you for listening. I'm Rali Abdullahi. Thank you.